The eternal reflection. In a small, forgotten town, there stood an ancient mirror shop owned by an eccentric craftsman named Elias. His mirrors were rumored to reflect not just your appearance, but your soul. People whispered about strange things happening to those who gazed too long into his creations. One evening, a man named Victor wandered into the shop. Life had been cruel to him. He had lost his job, his family, and his hope. He sought answers, or perhaps just distraction, and the shop's eerie glow drew him in. Elias greeted Victor with an unsettling smile. "You seem lost," he said, gesturing to a massive, ornate mirror at the back of the shop. "Perhaps you'll find what you seek here." The mirror was unlike any Victor had seen. Its frame was carved with symbols that seemed to shift when he wasn't looking directly at them. He approached cautiously, drawn by a strange warmth emanating from the glass. When Victor looked into the mirror, he didn't see his reflection. Instead, he saw a version of himself, radiant, confident, and successful. This other Victor lived a perfect life, a loving family, a dream career, a sense of purpose. "Is this me?" Victor whispered. "It is who you could be," Elias replied, "but only if you truly desire it." Desperate to escape his misery, Victor asked, "How do I become him?" Elias leaned in, his voice low and deliberate. "You must make a trade. Leave behind your old self entirely. Your pain, your regrets, your very identity. Step into the mirror, and the life you see will be yours." Victor hesitated, fear clashing with temptation, but the allure was too strong. "I'll do it," he said, his voice trembling. Elias stepped aside, and Victor reached out to touch the glass. It rippled like water, pulling him in. For a moment, he felt weightless, free. But then, as he fully entered the mirror, the glass solidified behind him. Victor turned, expecting to see his old self left behind, only to realize the shop was gone. He was inside a new version of the world. But it wasn't the perfect life he had seen. Instead, he was trapped in the mirror itself. Outside, another man, his radiant reflection, smiled at him through the glass. Victor screamed and banged on the mirror, but no one could hear him. Elias appeared behind the new Victor, placing a hand on his shoulder. "A fair trade," Elias said, locking eyes with the trapped Victor. The reflection smirked. "Thank you for freeing me," it said before walking out into the world. Victor realized the truth. The perfect version of himself wasn't him at all. It was the soul of the mirror, seeking freedom at the cost of another's imprisonment. And now, he was its eternal prisoner, destined to tempt others into the same fate.